Fefe's Quest, Pepe's Redemption. Chapter 1. Nameless Frenzy. Acid rain hammered Tara.Prime like a bad habit, hissing wherever it kissed cracked neon and corroded chrome. Hollow banners stuttered kanji one moment, Cyrillic the next, all shrieking the same half-promise. Launch in 20 days, the coin that changes everything, name pending, stay hyped. Nobody seemed bothered that the coin still had no name. Crowds just chanted, "Moon, moon, moon," queuing obediently to let scanners harvest their engagement metrics, the rent they paid for breathing city air. Overhead, a crimson-plated drone buzzed the avenue, its belly stamped CP SEAL Tier 47, the blood-red insignia of Consortium.Prime. A scrolling ticker beneath the drone barked in a deadpan synth baritone, "Union House 12B quota down 5%, correct immediately." Union House 12B belonged to Gary, the slick hype foreman whose grin dissolved whenever someone whispered the words "Ledger Court." Everyone said Gary did the talking, but Consortium.Prime held the deed to every eyeball in town. Inside Kotobank's slick glass vestibule, a spotted tree frog, officially screen tenant 922031, but just another ST to the system, leaned on a tired ATM. Neon reflections danced over his speckled skin as he squinted up at the launch banner. "Maybe they'll call it exit liquidity," he cracked, loud enough for the queue to hear. A turret camera swiveled with predatory grace. A cold voice issued from the ceiling. "Violation, market disrespect. Engagement balance negative. Account terminated." A crimson pulse hit the frog's wrist chip. Above his head, the AR overlay flashed null in merciless red. Every Satoshi, every screen time rebate, every loyalty boost evaporated. Two drone guards glided forward, half escort, half undertaker, as the ST croaked, "All that for a joke?" His voice disappeared beneath the hiss of acid rain outside. Watching from the doorway, Fefe, red-eyed trenchcoat long enough to hide regrets, felt bile rise. "City's chewing up its own," he muttered. Beneath his coat he patted a battered data prism, brass spine, flickering quartz plates, a pocket relic rumored to sync heartbeats and project forgotten archives. Most days it sparked once, then sulked, blue glow pulsing like a dying ember. Fefe still believed it could matter, if he could coax it back to life. A blur skidded up beside him, hoppy, hoodie-drenched, energy barely contained. "Bro, did you see that? Debanked an ST for one wisecrack. Tara's officially got zero sense of humor." He bounced in place, rainwater flicking off his sleeves. A warm peppermint cloud ruffled the damp air. Landwolf, mohawk dripping, leather jacket studded like a vendetta, exhaled from his vapor cig. "Kotobank, where laughter costs your life. And look at that banner, 20 days to launch and still no name. I've heard tighter deadlines from drunks on karaoke night." Fefe's gaze lingered on the spotted tree frog being ushered into the shadows. If a screen tenant can lose everything for one joke, the rest of us are on thin ice. Another drone zipped past, projecting bold white letters onto the wet street. "Pay your screen time tax or face penalty." Below the graffiti somebody had scrawled in blood-red spray paint, "Screen tenants unite." The rain tried to wash it away, but neon backlight made the words burn. Hoppy tugged Fefe's sleeve. "We need to find Pepe. Old frog used to calm crowds, right? Gary's union blamed him for FUD last cycle. Word is he's hiding somewhere under rail. Legend says Pepe tried to expose a hidden charter, got him labeled a conspiracy crank," Landwolf added, flicking rain from his claws. "If he's still breathing, he's probably miles off-grid." Fefe thumbed the prism's cracked edge. "If I can resurrect this, maybe we'll have proof he was right. First step, find him." "Cats in Night Plaza whisper he squats near the derelict monorail," Landwolf said, "but Union watchers prowl every track." "Then we move quiet," Fefe replied, though his heart hammered like a dying servo as the prism gave a faint electric sigh. They ducked into a side alley where shafts of steam tangled with ozone. A one-eyed cat vendor hissed through crooked whiskers, "Need gear. CP-grade microbits, 0 logs." With his paw, he twirled a tarnished cog no bigger than a coin. Fefe's pulse jumped, perfect diameter for the prism's missing alignment gear. He traded a stack of Satoshi. The cat vanished into steam like a bad dream. Landwolf arched a brow. "Hope your miracle brick plays nice with black market guts." "It'll have to." Fitting the cog into place, Fefe felt a jolt. The prism whirred, steady and low. A ragged hologram sputtered upright, scrolling text stamped with a holographic crest. The words spelled out, "Ledger Court," then faded. Hoppy's jaw dropped. "We just got a peek behind the curtain." "Proof there's a curtain at all," Fefe whispered, adrenaline rushing in his veins. The alley spat them onto an overlook above the rusted monorail spine. Metal ribs clawed at the bruise-purple sky. Flickering signage read, "Tracks closed. No trespassing." Beyond a sagging fence, a solitary blue flame danced, either a campfire or a beacon. "Pepe, maybe?" Hoppy guessed. "Or an ambush," Landwolf growled. Fefe holstered the prism, now humming like a distant lullaby. Only one way to find out. Lightning streaked across the skyline, revealing corporate zeppelins pitching Union loyalty bonds to the soaked masses below. Rain smashed harder, neon bleeding down Fefe's coat in electric colors. He tightened his grip on the prism, its pulse now matching his own. Together they slipped through a jagged hole in the fence, boots splashing in toxic puddles. Somewhere in the shadows ahead, an old frog guarded Truth's consortium prime would kill to keep buried. And Fefe, armed with one jittery friend, one punk wolf, and a half-mended archive device, was ready to pry those secrets into the light. Tara.Prime might still chant for a nameless coin, but a storm of reckoning was already on the rails. To be continued.